I instruct ChatGPT to help you write a small social media post. It's a very simple use case, which shares your experience of this workshop. Just let it respond with that. Okay, what does it make? So whatever you can do in 1 minute, put in that input. Ki make me, let's say, in whatever, let's say Twitter, or make me a tweet, or make me a LinkedIn post, whatever is the social media platform you use, and give it the prompt about sharing your experience about this workshop. Okay. And I'll tell you why I'm giving this, because we'll see what possibilities lied beyond what how you currently prompt. Don't try and make it fancy. What comes most intuitively right now? We'll spend exactly 45 more seconds on this. Done already. Wow, you're faster than ChatGPT. Sorry? Meta AI. Oh, it's in WhatsApp right now. You can use it. So only some people have gotten access. I didn't get access. I was very offended. They should try and steal me away from OpenAI, no? Cool, cool. If you've got access, if it's been rolled out to you, the WhatsApp feature, please use that. How does it matter? It's not about ChatGPT anyway. You've got Meta AI? ChatGPT? Done? Okay, cool. What is the, can you quickly count out the number of words in your prompt? Rough is fine. Let's just shout it out. How many words? 35, 40, 35, 35, 40, 20, 15, 15. Okay, so we're all in the range of something like 15 to 50 of that with hashtags. Okay, right? Let's say if you had more time, how much longer prompt would you have given? Let's say hypothetically, because I know we don't have the time. So how much, like, would you? How many words would you have gone to? 100, 50? No, no, no. That's fine. I'm just asking. Tell me your perspective. It's about not should or not. It's the same for you. 40, 50. Anyone who would have written longer if they had more time? How much longer? No, no. This example, no. 200 to 250 words. Okay. So we have a sense of how much information. Basically, prompting is what your how much instruction and information are you providing ChatGPT, right? Some people have done it for 15, 25, 45, and maybe at best 150, 200, right? My usual prompt is 3 pages long. So this is to give you a sense of when you really go deep into prompting, you really talk to your AI. My chats are 60 pages long. If you have to print them in the normal text size, 60, 80, 100 pages long is my longest one. Rohit, how long is your current chat? You've been using this for the last 7 days straight in one chat, right? How much longer would it be if it was a PDF? Yours is 2 pages only. I thought it was much longer. Okay. So he's been using this for studying the market and researching a lot. I think, and when I did that last, it was something like 15 pages, but my average is 30, 40 pages. I'll tell you why. Now we'll come to that bit, okay? Oh, by the way, this pays a lot. This job, there's a job called prompt engineering. It pays you $500,000 a year in the US. Some people do get it. It's an extremely high IQ job for them, but for most of us, and including me, we don't need fancy prompting. These guys are supposed to do that. So it's extremely high paying, right? This is some of the samples of prompt engineers here. Okay, so one, definitely any AI tool you use, you need to prompt it with text, with images, with video, whatever it is. Prompting can be in different formats. You can upload a music a piece. You can upload a certain trumpet by recording and say, "Isse mujhe music banana hai." Even that is prompt. Okay, so it's not just text. So we kind of running through what we had established before. All of these things, if you take care of, only then, right? If you can envision a better world, you can solve problems from all different angles. or make stories and visualize stories with all different characters in place, if you can be a full-time student, only then does it make sense to start prompting. Okay, and this is very important because we think of prompting as a skill. It is not. Prompting is actually not a skill, except the guy who's getting paid $500,000. For him, it's a skill, right? But we don't need to learn prompting as a part of our job beyond the basics, right? We need to know our job very well, and I'll tell you how again. And this is what I usually say. Remember, whenever someone says तुम्हें ChatGPT prompt करना आता है, ना मुझे सोचना आता है. I can think. That's what matters. At the end, you're going to translate your thoughts into words and put it into that. If you can think clearly, if you have clarity of what you want, only then please start prompting. Otherwise, no ChatGPT can help any of us. If I don't have a story worth telling, no amount of AI can make it a blockbuster, right? So that we have to remember. Okay. So these were the 4 things. We'll talk about a framework, which is what I'll let you take away from here, which is like a super hack. And us hack ka bhi, like, cheat code dene wala hu main. That's like the tip section of the session here. So I'll hand you the framework and then a cheat code to that framework also, which is all you need to do from this point onwards. So this is the question I start with. Number 1, you have to get in the mindset of treating AI like a expert/assistant. If you are a beginner, treat it like an expert. If you are an expert of your art, treat it like your assistant. Fair enough? That's how you talk to it. So we do a lot of role play. Hey, you be my assistant or you be this expert, right? And we'll come to that. So here's one example, right? When you go to the doctor, we've all been to a doctor, and before the appointment, we know what our problem is. We need to know that. We still need to know which doctor to go. Otherwise, the problem doesn't get solved. Similarly, for prompting, you need to know your problem and what expert you're heading to. So I've been really trying hard to use ChatGPT as my doctor, kind of semi-successfully, because I want to get rid of mine. And during the appointment, there is a lot of cross-questioning that the doctor says. कि पेट में दर्द होता है क्या, राइट? पानी पीते हो क्या, वगैरह वगैरह ऐसे सवाल पूछेगा, सिम्टम्स के बारे में समझेगा. अच्छा, वेयर डज इट इच, हाउ बैड इज इट रेड, इस तरह के सवाल बहुत पूछता है. Only then does the doctor give you a diagnosis, and only when the diagnosis is confirmed does the doctor give you treatment. Fair enough? Prompting is exactly like that. You have to spend the time understanding what your problem is. We did this small activity already, so we'll do the next level of it. Okay, so this is my favorite pyramid about prompting. Please take a photograph if you can. Nothing fancy. It's a concept to remember. You need to have clarity that is undoubted. You need to know what you're talking about first. You need to, even in clarity of your question, clarity of your goal, what you're seeking from that question. Then you need to be able to articulate it in the form of a prompt. There is no special syntax like coders had. That was a very special syntax. Right now it's human language. And finally, you need to have the rigor to go through multiple attempts, to be patient, as not treating it like Google, right? Majority of us have probably used ChatGPT for emails, right? Or thoda bahut research, probably. Is that correct? And I never use ChatGPT for my emails. As someone who uses ChatGPT a lot, I realize I can write better emails than it. And the time it goes to edit it is not worth it, right? So remember, it's because I am a better expert at my email ka requirement, not emails in general, than ChatGPT can be. So I don't get that job done. However, when I was coming for this presentation, I actually, many months ago when I did this first time, I actually tried and understood what do artists think like, what are their problems, right? What are the typical plagiarism related questions? I was asking Divakar today, what are the kinds of concerns he faces as a lawyer when trying to protect an artist's rights, right? I did my research through it. And it's a great tool for it, right? But I did a lot of iterations. That's why my pages go to 60 worth printing. It's because I'm like, maza nahi aaya. You know what? Shorter. Throw a little longer, right? And then I'm like, nahi yaar, this paragraph, the character is something off. You know, you take that up and then you iterate. This is iteration, iteration, iteration. So you need to have a rigor for it. Without it, again, don't get into prompting. You will get terrible results, right? We've seen how robotic ChatGPT can sound, right? And it's only because we treat it like robots. You give it a personality, you set a tone, you tell who you want to sound like. You want to sound like a very senior leader. You want to probably take the name of, how Jeff Bezos gives its speeches. It's okay. But if you're really copying a writer and you're like, how would have, let's say, Gulzar written a certain thing, piece of work, then we are entering slightly tricky boundaries if Gulzar is not paid for it. So that's where the boundary gets drawn. Okay, so this we've covered. And here comes the framework, okay? And you can start making a note. This is most important. And I'll show you all of these in example right now. And I'll take a story, which is the last bit of this segment, of how I use this framework, number one. And number two, how I crafted a story from scratch as a non-storyteller who knows jack shit about storytelling. Absolutely nothing, right? I didn't even know characters were to be defined. That is how unaware I was when I used it. And Mr. Raj Nayak was sitting right next to me. He was my guide into storytelling. So, okay. So this is level one, which is, does AI know you enough, right? Which is context. We start by saying, help me write an email asking for a leave. Who are you? Who's your boss like? What is the company about? What is the reason for leave? Who'll tell that to AI? And then we complain back, oh, it was robotic, man. Come on, very generic. I'm like, and whenever, by the way, simple hack, if you're unhappy with the response, put a mirror and say, this is the reason. Fair enough? ChatGPT is literally a intelligent mirror in some ways and dumb in other ways. Then second, you define AI's role. As I said, you want to go to the cardiac for your heart problems, not to your ortho. You need to define that role. And then it refers in its database, what have cardiacs said before? What have their books been, right? You want to talk about those experts. From their POV, how do they see? Otherwise, hoga kya? Let's say Nivedan has put out कि ना बादाम खाने से कोलेस्ट्रॉल कम होता है. Example. And let's say this is technically not correct scientifically. मैंने भी करा हुआ है, AI ने तो वो भी पढ़ लिया. उसे नहीं पता निवेदन सही है कि वो कार्डियक सही है. So you want to refer whose knowledge are you giving more weightage to? Does that make sense? So out of those millions of people it's heard, and half of them definitely have had spread misinformation on internet. That is why you can't trust ChatGPT also. But at least make sure you're assigning it a role. Action is obvious. What do you want it to do? That is obvious. You need to define who your audience is. In the case of email, your audience was your boss. And when you're writing a movie for the, for Bengali audience, you might want to refer to their culture, right? So you would want to give them those details. Just don't write then Bengali audience. No, go a step further. Go a step further, say Bengali culture ke baare mein, ask it, first prompt it, can you describe the Bengali culture? It'll give you a reply. Then say, I will want to keep these parts of the culture and usko story mein use karna chahunga main. Give it that as an input again. So make ChatGPT do your work, that's fine. But don't just say Bengali culture. That is shallow level input. Okay? That's why I said number of words. That's why I was referring to it. And finally, the goal. And I'll show you each one of these in action. The goal is here, you want to make an entertaining comic film. You want to make a horror, Bengali horror film, right? You want to make a film from the perspective of a Bengali foodie, God knows what, right? So you want to define the goal. What does the audience experience through it, right? You want it to be over dramatic and they want to be thrilled and then brought that down again. However you want to visualize, give it those details and you will find it amusing. It's pretty reasonably good at it, reasonably good, right? At the first draft. Very impressive for a first draft, in fact, okay? Then comes the second stage, which is about personalization. So first one was basics. Without this, please don't start prompting. Don't waste your time trying to talk to ChatGPT or anything. Second is personalization, where you teach it to think like you even more. Abhi tak tha, you teach it what the market wants or what the goal is, your email banao. This is not about you. You want either something of your personality and style and tone to capture, right? For example, my style is I'm a little academic, I'm not a storyteller, right? I got this feedback from Rohit right now. He thought storytelling dalna yaar agli baar. I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll get a storytelling coach. That's exactly the conversation I had. So first thing I'm going to do, next time I do this, I'm going to go to ChatGPT, feed it my presentation and say, you know what, give me storytelling tips on this. You're an expert storyteller. You're great at presentations. Can you help me with it? I am a nerd. I come from technology background. And that's how I'll give it context about who I am and what I want. That's how I talk to it. What format do you want? I'll explain this again. You want it in the form of a table, in paragraphs, in bullets, in sections. This is very handy. If you want research from ChatGPT, and very quick, to the point things, ask it to make reply in sections and bullets. That's a small hack. And then finally, you need to give it an example. So for example, I've trained ChatGPT on my writing style. I've written a lot of news summaries from AI. We used to write one paragraph and publish it out on social media. I got tired of it. I'm like, I'm not writing this. This is very boring for me. And few of my previous posts I took, showed ChatGPT, this is what my writing style is. This is who I am. Gave it 10 of those examples. The next time I asked it, I was surprised it really sounded like me. Right? Right? So again, great if you want to sound like yourself through AI or like someone, but not great if that someone was at the receiving end of something unfair. And then finally, this is only advanced level stuff. If you really care about the output, which you will if you're writing a story, and just as a general thumb rule, if you haven't interacted for 40, 50, 100 pages, you're not serious about your story. Okay? Before that, do not expect anything genius to come out of it. You are the genius. You need a brainstormer, treat it like that. Spend a few hours with your friend, right? You would spend a few hours with your friend, sit down and say, nahi yaar, aise nahi. You would do that. And you'll sit and wonder for a while. Take those pauses. And this is where rich level work comes out. Okay? Until now, it was basics, then personalization, and then finally, there's rigor. So this is how we structure this framework. You won't find this anywhere. Please make a note. And whenever you're giving the prompt next, at least level 1 सामने खोल लेना है, मैंने सब cover किया है कि नहीं किया है. It's a checklist. I'll show you an example with this now, okay? You can take you could have taken this one photograph. Sorry, guys. I just realized this was the next slide. So, okay? Cool. And this is before, oh no, what? After this, I'll come to this later. Okay, so I've taken this example of the social media thing, right? And I took this example of कि मेरे business के बारे में बताते हुए, because story wala is a separate one. This is a simpler example to take. So introduce my business or a LinkedIn post, right? This is what a typical prompt ka context looks like, okay? Original prompt was this, only this one line. We would have, this is what, 8, 9 words, 10 words? So I could have given more context by saying, oh, I run an AI platform in India. Instead, I said, hey, know a little bit more about me. Who am I? What is the size of the community? What are the things we do? Educational stuff, webinar courses. So I said, itna detail to do usko, okay? Then we're serious. And by the way, this is because I couldn't write the entire thing, so I've cut down what I actually wrote. Second, since I'm writing a LinkedIn post, I have to assign a role, right? I could have said you're a social media manager. That's it. That's what we would have done, correct? I assume none of you had written in the prompt, you're a social media manager or a Twitter writer, right? Instead, do this. You're a global top 1%. Like I go double down on this. You probably don't need this much, okay? But I'd really double down on this. Like you have 10 million followers. You're a 3 times successful entrepreneur. Like, look at the hype that I'm building about this persona. Why? Because when it goes back in its database, it'll give more weightage to people who had 10 million followers. I don't even know their names. I'm not putting their names here, right? And they are in the space of AI, internet community building. It's like an Excel filter. Does that make sense? You want the response to be filtered as per your specific expert you want it to be and who you are and who your expert is. The roles have been defined. So context defines you. Role defines your AI. Ye to mandatory hai. You can give it a name. Yeah. Absolutely. And then finally, defining the audience. I could have said my audience is anyone who wants to learn AI. Again, generic. And then it said generic gyan on AI. And I'm like, unimpressive. And then I said no. In my case, most of the time I spend with entrepreneurs and technologists. So who are eager to learn AI or to 10x their impact, income, business, jobs, art. And people who want to future-proof their careers. I define my audience a little richer. And this will evolve over time. And now it knows it in its phrasing that, oh, when it's giving suggestions for students, you want to be a little bit more around protect your career. How do you get, like when the world is moving too fast, a student right now is confused. What is my place in the world? तुमने तो सब स्टोरी टेलिंग सीख लिया है, 10 साल से बना रहे हो. अभी मैं सीखने ही लगा था, इतने में ऑटोमेशन आ गया. That is a concern for people really right now. Like in my family, people who are kids who are right now, come to me and say कि 12th के बाद क्या कोर्स लेना है. मेरे का मत पूछो अब मुझसे. मत ही लो डिग्री. तुम एक काम करो, यूट्यूब पे ही पढ़ लो. पता नहीं कोई डिग्री तुम्हें किसी भी चीज के लिए तैयार नहीं कर पा रही है. Until unless you want to be a PhD in something, please get a degree. It's so confusing right now. What is worth pursuing now? And then this is another thing. Style, tone and format. Level 2 पे अपन आते हैं. Instead of saying professionally लिखो. I mean, yeah, LinkedIn है, professional लिखोगे. You go further. Simple tone, without jargons, comprehension level 8th grader. This is a hack. Again, you want it to sound, LinkedIn पे it's super simplistic writing, right? Keep the format as short paragraphs with sparse users. I go even further specific. A paragraph should not have more than 20 words. And then you see the magic happen. So this is me being a director of that post, right? Ab filmmaking is a million times more complex art than this example. It's at least a million times more complex. And that is why I'm very optimistic. There is no amount of AI that can handle this amount of nuance and complexity. You will need to direct, I mean, direct in terms of whatever sub art form, you will need to be the director of your art with the support of AI. If this is this demanding, imagine your art form. Mine is very simple. And then finally, this was when I had taken an example, right? Ki I gave it my last 10 posts on summarizing a news article. I gave it a link, give credit to that link in my redirection, and then post a summary. That's what I do now. And it's all automated. I don't spend a minute on this anymore. So that was the framework. And I'm going to show you two particular examples, which I have, which will take another 5 to 7 minutes more. And then we'll take questions intentionally. 1 second. Huh. Okay, so I was telling you how many bots I had made, right? I have evidence of that. See, no, not here. This one is 79. This in Poe. I have in ChatGPT, actually now 96 now. It's beyond 120 bots now. This is 79. So I have made a prompt, I made a bot which improves my prompt, for example. So this is that. Using AI to improve my conversation with AI. Twitter tool summary, weekly wrap up. Like you see how, and I just put in 1 link, 2 links, 5 links, and it's all done. There is a bot which talks about my sponsorship. Ke liye, it helps me write better content. Then my tool research happens here. This is a very long prompt. I'll show you one specific one. There is a prompt that a bot that helps me roast people. Oh, it's pretty good. I'm actually producing a video right now where Elon Musk and Sam Altman are roasting each other. And I'll show you the kind of jokes it had. I'm surprised because the jokes it earlier did around 6 months ago were terrible. And now they're hilarious. So I'm like, okay, stand-up comedy was one of the last frontiers for me. But it's doing a fairly good job. We'll come to that. Okay, so let me show you my main bot that I wanted to showcase here. Give me a sec. So this is the bot I have spoken with a lot for all my business problems first. Okay. And this is what my prompt looks like. Here you go. This is the example I want to show you. I defined the AI's role in goal. This is literally my company's all strategy put out here. I said, you're a successful expert consultant, and this is some 6-7 months old, by the way. You will help me build my startup and make it a huge success with your keen expertise in these many areas. Ideally, I shouldn't write all the areas at once, but I was too lazy to make different bots for different things. Okay. So I said, all aspects of the business you're an expert in, you're multi-time winning entrepreneur. The context is this. I'm the founder. This is the website. It can scrape the website and get more context also to help people with adopting the latest skills. My partners are India's biggest YouTube channel. They put faith in it from day one. Some of you might have seen them, Labor Law Advisor, LLA. They're the most viewed finance channel in the country. It shows what is my audience to, in the beginning. That is what it was. So it can customize its messaging for more students if there are more students, or experts if there are more experts. Target audience, I've defined more. Which target audience has what concerns and what goals? I've defined those. So those details have been provided. I said then, okay, know that these are my strengths and only recommend me things which I can do, man. Don't make me dance on the stage, right? So I gave it that. Then I defined all my business verticals, which I had already thought of, and so on. I told it the history of my entire company. क्या क्या किया है, क्यों किया है. These are some inspirations and competitions, right? So that it can scrape and know who am I similar to. And then I defined my toolbox business, which is an AI tools directory. You can find anything very quickly. Again, a set of computers there. So this is, imagine me walking into a business expert's office. वो सारे सवाल यही पूछता ना मुझसे कि यार आपके मार्केट का रिसर्च किया क्या, कौन है आपका कॉम्पिटिटर. एक बिजनेस वाले से ही पूछोगे, आपने अभी तक अच्छा क्या क्या कर लिया, एक बार समझा दो मुझे थोड़ा सा, राइट? ऐसे ही बोलता वो मुझे. So I've given it all of that, those things, and so on. So this one is a what? If you were to print it, it's like 2.5-3 pages worth of prompt, right? And these are the milestones I defined. Now I went there after this much information inside it. Now I start talking to it. I haven't started talking yet. And this is the chat I've had. This is the length of the chat I showed you. This is one of the chats of many I've had with it. This was some 30 pages, I think. So first thing I said, help me make my website. Now all I need to do is website बना दे यार. सब कुछ पता है मेरे बिजनेस के बारे में, कुछ अच्छा सा बना दे. इसने वो बना दिया, pretty decent. Then I gave it, one sec. Okay. Look at this. Now I'm asking it more complex things. I said I want to organize a small event for generative AI leaders. ये event की details जो मैंने सोच ली थी vaguely, right? And it prepared the entire brief for the event. That has to be planned out, starting with potential topics or themes. And honestly, they were pretty good. I actually used this information to plan out my entire event. I asked, what kinds of speakers should I invite, man? If the topic was this, if the audience was this, what kind of speakers? Soon I'll be able to integrate with another tool, which will say, oh, LinkedIn पे ढूंढ के ले आना उन सबको. और एक काम कर, message भी कर दे उनको. That's how it'll get integrated very soon. I like the 8th topic. Suggest some cool, catchy, strong event title options now. Now I can put very short prompts. Now I have the freedom. It has all the context. And then it gave me these options. And I hated these options. So first attempt failed. AI, the ultimate business accelerator. Come on. Not good at all. And then I said, okay, find some alternative titles inspired by sci-fi movies and business books. America, okay, let's try that. It was still a little too bad. And then I tried more. Look at it. I'm like, more. That's it. So we do all of this to come at something that inspired, and finally I picked up something from here. Right? It greets me every time. What problem can I solve for you today? So anyway, I used it for hiring as well. I said, ki yaar, I'm looking for an EA and project manager. You're an expert talent acquisition HR professional. बीच में उसका role change कर दिया थोड़ा सा. So I can now prepare my JD, and it was phenomenal. That JD I copy pasted, made a few edits and done. So one bot can do this much. And this is not super intelligent in the first place when it was there 6 months ago. So I'm going to redo this exercise and it'll be far better. Does that give you a sense? Should we move to the story one? As writers, I think, because I wanted to show this framework in action first. Now we'll see the story. Please don't laugh on how bad the story was. Yeah, okay. My story is charmingly called Rocky and Mike. So, okay, this is very important. Now, after this, I'll share the cheat code wala thing that I was talking about. Read this, right? I said, I have mentioned specifically who you are, mass audiences, dramatic characters. This is the best I can imagine. I'm not saying you should all put this. And you will help me write a 20-minute short film script. And I turned the tables around and said, you prompt me, man. This is the cheat code, by the way. You let AI prompt you instead of you prompting AI. And then the game reverses. I'll show you how. So I said, yeah, मुझे नहीं पता कैसे लिखते हैं. तुम ही बता दो क्या जानना है तुम्हें. मुझे सोचने पे मजबूर करो, right? Interview करो मुझे. Now see. Anjum sir, you'd appreciate this structure. So, it said to craft a unique, emotionally moving film, I need the following information. Genre. By the way, I didn't even know what setting was before this prompt. I had no idea what setting was in filmmaking. I was so ignorant. I know what genre is, right? Then setting, where should the story take place? Who are the main characters? Give a brief character sketch. I will later turn it around. Tu hi sketch bana de bhai. Of course, it won't be, because I have no vision for the movie yet. And then what's the theme? What's the tone? What is the climax? How do you want it to end, right? Musical elements kya chahiye? Given that Bollywood often incorporates songs and dance sequences, right? Cultural elements, social issues, preferred ending, visual style. Not bad, right? These are the parameters anyone needs to think of. If you think there are some things that are missing, you could have said, you know what, give me 10 more questions. It would give you 10 more questions. Depends on your rigor, right? And see my responses. And this is when I'm sitting with my storytelling friend, because again, I can't do it on my own. He's been a student of Whistling Woods. Genre, sports drama, family drama. Setting in Muzaffarnagar. It's known for its deep-rooted history and culture. I'm just literally ripping off some movie, I think Mukkabaz or something, right? I'm like, please मुझसे नई story मत लिखवाना यार. So I was like, देखते हैं मुक्काबाज की तरफ जाता है क्या? So I'm like, this town has given all national champions in India, okay? Main characters. And this is all Raj, my friend, defining, ठीक है? Not my work anymore. रॉकी को डिफाइन किया, उसका डैड है प्रेम प्रकाश, उसका दोस्त है माइक उर्फ मुकेश, राकेश उर्फ रॉकी, ठीक है, कूल नेम्स. रॉकीज गर्लफ्रेंड. आई एम लाइक, यू ओनली सजेस्ट व्हाट हर रोल शुड बी. आई हैव नो आइडिया, मैन. से आई एम मिडिल में, आई एम लिटरली थ्रोइंग माई हैंड्स अप इन द एयर. आई डोंट नो. थीम, टोन, story structure, there is a beginning, there is a middle, and there is a climax. These are all defined by him. Now there is a professional coming in, right? I mean, semi-professional. And now, I had asked for the themes. Suggest 5 themes bola tha. Look at the themes, by the way. And you'll appreciate this part now. There were multiple questions I had. Ki theme bhi batao, Rocky ka girlfriend character bhi batao. So multiple questions have been now. Overcoming adversity, rivalry and friendship, the cost of ambition, class conflict. Not so bad. Now it's making me think, oh, which direction do I want to take? Which story feels like mine? Which direction would I take if I had any ability to write a story? And then I moved on from here. Rocky's girlfriend is defined. She's a school topper, ambitious, and aims to escape the town. If the guy is a boxer, the girl is definitely a smart chap, right? That is when contrast comes in. One is a rebel, the other is not, kind of a setup. And then it's giving me the scenes. Now notice this. Read this out in your minds. Sounds of grunts, punches and heavy bags fill the air. At this point, we're not going to worry about original hai, nahi hai. That is a separate thing. We are looking at only the capability. Let's isolate that. Scene 3, at night. Scene 4, classroom mein kya hua, right? So this is the story, whatever it's called. I don't even know what this is. It a beat sheet? Is it a beat sheet, right? Okay, thank God. So we've got a bunch of scenes, right? It's meant to be a 20-minute movie. It's gotten the climax where Mike and Rocky's father has egotistical behavior because he once failed or rather, he couldn't pursue his passion of boxing. So he's expecting his son to deliver all of that. So he's become a little bit of a maniac. Rocky's fighting Mike. The best friends are fighting. Can you imagine the dramatic angle to this? And finally, Rocky reconciles with Mike somehow. And Prem Prakash, everyone's happy, apologizes to his son, blah, blah, blah. See how empathetic he is. No, it's still yours, bro. Like, you can tweak and adjust the script. It's not mine. And then I said, suggest 3 alternatives to the entire climax. This is where AI is good. Remember that. It can suggest possibilities. Make it suggest 30. It'll tirelessly do that. So it's saying, I don't know, these some 3 possibilities it's shown, right? Some more interaction. I'm like, pasand nahi aaya, give me 3 more. So this is rigor wala example, level 3 here. Okay. And then I said, you know what? It gave me options. I said, let's pick the alternative. Rocky gets injured. And this is when Raj said, let's put this into a 1A4 length thing. Aisa karna chahiye. And log line suggestions aa gaye hain. So all of this is done. So it's making thinking faster and it kind of amplifying the thinking. In my case, I am no judge to know whether it's story good or not. But if you are a good judge of story, it's a great tool. It's a great tool. Pick small parts, break them up. Imagine more alternatives, synopsis, ऐसी. Not too bad. See, look at the climax here, okay? Now, nowhere did I say write like this person, okay? I wasn't trying to plagiarize here. I might have originally gotten the inspiration from Mukkabaz, but I didn't pursue that part. I haven't seen the Mukkabaz movie at all. I just have seen the trailer, right? So, what you could take away from this is, right, that it gives you all these details at a certain level and then it lets you go run with it. Now I'm getting into the actual dialogues and it failed miserably at dialogues, by the way. This is where its abilities got tested back then when I was using it. The dialogues were extremely short, 1 sentence. They were not a real conversation. It started breaking up from this point, so I don't want to showcase that too much. But let's just see one failure here. Like net conversations are 2 dialogues in every scene. So I then tried saying every dialogue is too short, have more dialogues in the scene. It didn't work out very well, by the way. So that's where it started breaking. And yeah, that's about it. More and more inputs. It's like a 40-page thing, so I'm not going to go further on this. And I'm happy to share this link again on the group that I am, so that you can go through this sample chat. Anyone can access it. What I'll do is I'll close with a link to check us out on social media. This is that. And a link to join the WhatsApp group. Okay? So this is the social media. You can use your camera for the QR. It leads to all our website and social media, Instagram and everything. And the latest video that I've posted on YouTube is showcasing a lot of artists' work who have used Sora in a private access. And they have like accomplished some very interesting things with their visual imagination. So I want to, is it okay if I take 1 more minute and show a video? I want to conclude with that. But before that, please if you could scan this, I will be able to share the link to this ChatGPT wala interaction. So that you can see this Rocky and Mike wala story. This will lead to a WhatsApp group. Is it working? Okay, great. And this again for the social media. So I'm going to play this YouTube video now, which is the best work produced using Sora so far. Sora balloon. Has anyone seen the balloon head? Anyone seen it? It's balloon head? Okay, very few people then. Okay, you will love this. Airhead. Okay.
Well, they say everyone has something
You
unique.
have a lot of touch-ups manually, by the way.
Sets them
It's not
apart.
100% here.
It's just in my case, it's quite obvious what that thing is. I am literally filled with hot air. Yeah, living like this has its challenges. Windy days, for one, are particularly troublesome. Or there was the one time my girlfriend insisted I go to the cactus store to get my Uncle Jerry a wedding present. Ugh. What do I love most about my predicament? The perspective it gives me. I get to see the world differently. I float above the mundane and the ordinary. I see things a different way from everyone else. Yet I feel like it's because of that perspective I'm reminded every day that life is fragile. We're all just a pinprick away from deflation. So I try to live life with a lightness, a buoyancy, a joie de vivre. I got a lot of ideas keeping this thing full. With any luck, I'll find a way to share them with everyone else.
So with this, we can have a little bit of appreciation for these guys. That's a team of artists, by the way, who's made this. And the primary tool was Sora and a lot of Adobe after that. But with this, I want to end with this question for all of us to think about. If you had this much power in your hands, this much artistic power in your hands, what story would you tell? Think about this. Thank you.
Thank you, Nivedan. I want to welcome Mr. Jawan Habib, General Secretary of SWA, to give a vote of thanks to Nivedan. Please, sir.
Thank you. थैंक यू निवेदन, थैंक यू सो मच कि इतने डिटेल में इतनी अच्छी अच्छी बातें आपने हमें समझाई हैं। और अंजुम भाई का जो कंसर्न हमेशा से एआई को लेकर रहा है, जिस पे हम और भी बातें करेंगे फ्यूचर में। एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, आप सब ने जितने अच्छे अच्छे सवाल किए हैं उससे ये लगता है कि एआई पे आपने काफ़ी मंथन चिंतन किया हुआ है, पढ़ा है सब कुछ। साथ ही में एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये है कि आपने जितनी भी चीज़ें एआई पे इंटरनेट पे पढ़ा है उसको अच्छे से समझने के लिए एक ह्यूमन माइंड की ज़रूरत पड़ी है। सो इवेंचुअली मैं कभी भी डरता नहीं हूँ किसी साइंटिफिक टूल से, बिकॉज इंसान से बड़ा जानवर कोई है ही नहीं। द बेस्ट पार्ट हमारा ये है कि हम कंट्रोल करना जानते हैं। दुनिया में जितनी भी चीज़ें हमने ईजाद की हैं, इन्वेंट की हैं, हर चीज़ का कंट्रोल इवेंचुअली हमारे हाथ में है। डर भी किससे है? अभी अगर स्क्रीन राइटिंग को लेके लें तो प्रोड्यूसर से है, एआई से नहीं है कि वो कहीं हमारा हक ना मार ले। तो इवेंचुअल दुश्मन भी हमारा कोई होता है, वो ह्यूमन बीइंग ही होता है। इस टूल का मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ 2002, 3, 4 उस टाइम में जब एडोबी जस्ट इंडिया में एटलीस्ट मतलब उतना ज़्यादा नहीं था और शुरुआत हो रही थी, और मैंने यूज़ करना शुरू किया एंड आई रियली एन्जॉयड। तो जो टेक सैवी लोग हैं उनके लिए ये बहुत अच्छा, ये बून है एक तरह से, जो बहुत कुछ आप समझ सकते हैं। लेकिन जैसे आपने कहा कि प्रॉम्प्ट करने के लिए भी एक क्रिएटिव माइंड चाहिए, उसके आप क्या चाह रहे हो। मैं इमेजिन कर रहा था जब आप बात कर रहे थे कि प्रोड्यूसर अपने केबिन में बैठा हुआ और सडनली बोल रहा हो, लिख रहा हो चैट जीपीटी में कि पठान जैसा कुछ देना, वो क्या आने वाला है। वो आदमी किस तरह के सवाल करेगा, क्या डिमांड करेगा। तो वो हमेशा जब भी बात करेगा अपने डिमांड में वो सक्सेसफुल कमर्शियल वाइबिलिटी की बात करेगा, वो कभी क्रिएटिव बात नहीं करेगा। तो लेकिन हम जब पूछेंगे, हम राइटर्स अगर उससे इस टूल का सही से इस्तेमाल करना चाहेंगे, हम जब पूछेंगे तो हम क्रिएटिव क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, तो इससे हमें बहुत कुछ हेल्प मिल सकता है। हाँ, ये है कि हमें अलर्ट रहना है कि हम कल को जैसे कोई एग्रीमेंट साइन कर रहे हों, कोई दूसरी चीज़ें जब अपनी चीज़ें हम दे रहे हों, साइन कर रहे हों, तो उसमें इस बात का हम ख्याल रखें कि हम वो सारी चीज़ें ना दें जिसमें आगे चल के हमारा हक मारा जाए। दूसरा जो डर है अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड, दूसरी जगह जैसे दिवाकर ने बताया कि कई जगह पे कोर्ट ने इस तरह के जजमेंट आए हैं जहाँ पे वो उसको को ऑथर नहीं बना रहा है। वो डर हमारा है कि कहीं हमारे इस चीज़ को को ऑथर नहीं बना दिया जाए, देन वी आर इन ट्रबल। अगर को ऑथर नहीं है तो इससे मुझे लगता है कि इससे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा ही हो सकता है, बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान नहीं है। लेकिन अभी बहुत इनिशियल स्टेज है, हमें इस पे और ज़्यादा रिसर्च करने की ज़रूरत है, और ज़्यादा बात करने की ज़रूरत है, और उससे ज़्यादा हम क्लियर हो पाएंगे। एनीवेज, अच्छा सेशन रहा, और थैंक यू सो मच कि आप लोग इस इलाके में गोरेगांव ईस्ट और यहाँ पे आके फिल्म सिटी में आने का, क्योंकि काफ़ी हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि पता नहीं लोग अंधेरी छोड़ के इस तरफ आ पाएंगे कि नहीं, बट थैंक यू सो मच कि आप सब आए। और विस्लिंग वुड का थैंक यू मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ, थैंक करना चाहता हूँ जिन्होंने ये ऑडिटोरियम हमें दिया, जिसको हमने यूज़ किया है। बार बार टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम की वजह से आज थोड़ा एसी और कुछ ऐसा हुआ है जो लाइट भी जा रही थी। हाँ, मैं साथ में हंस भी रहा था कि इतनी हम एआई की बात कर रहे हैं, एक आदमी कोई प्लग खींच के जा सकता है और हम सब बैठे रह सकते हैं। तो अगेन उस आदमी के हाथ में है सब कुछ, हाँ, जो बार बार वो जनरेटर चला रहा था। तो थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू। मितेश, प्लीज़ कम अप। एजुकेशन कमेटी के चेयरपर्सन, इन्होंने ये पूरा ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, और इनके साथ जो टीम है, संचित कम, दीपांजन आप भी आइए, यू आर द आराम से आराम से, इंट्रोडक्शन कमेटी हो का, वर्षा आवर सीओ COO, हाँ। और अंत में मैं निवेदन को भी बुलाना चाहूँगा, अंजुम साहब को भी बुलाना चाहूँगा स्टेज पे, प्लीज़ एक फोटोग्राफ के लिए, हमें याद भी रहना चाहिए कि किसी को हम बुलाते हैं। आइए आइए। राज, पुनीत, नेहा, आप लोग भी आइए। बहुत कम EC मेंबर आते हैं, आप आए हैं तो आपका फोटो लगना ही चाहिए। कपिल, हाँ सॉरी, हाँ आइए, एक इधर से जरा, और आखिर में मैं थैंक्स कहना चाहूँगा सुमंत, हमारे ऑफिस स्टाफ, सुमंत, यशवंत, अमर, इन्होंने बहुत मुन्ने मुन्ने समोसे बहुत अच्छे खिलाए हैं हम लोगों को, तो सैंडविचेस भी, थैंक यू सो मच। और प्लीज़ इसी तरह कोऑपरेट करते रहें, थैंक यू।
And looking forward to seeing you all on the 22nd. उस दिन सब खैरियत टॉपिक पे है पैनल, so looking forward to seeing you all on 22nd.
Can I request a quick photograph for my social media? Is that okay with them?
Yeah, of course, sure. You tell us.
I have a request, guys. Can I take a photograph with all of us together? I'll come here and ऐसे करके थोड़ा सोशल मीडिया टीम रन करते हैं हम, काम आएगा। Yes, thank you.